Today we have an opposition that is beginning to pontificate about education. Oh, you were in this country, and for the first time, we were running what they call double track system. Under this NPP government just passed. Double track system where students were going to school for a couple of days, 3 weeks, 4 weeks out of school, another group is going in and all that. And we complained about contact hours from their teachers to the students, how many times they sit their ass down to study in school. We said that over and over and over. This NPP government passed, never heeded to those advice. Number two, you also know that for the 8 years of the NPP government, they never bothered not to print textbooks for the schools. There were no textbooks. What did we see? They spent 34 million yearly from 2021 until 2024 to buy past questions, past school. Over 136 million Ghana cedis was spent in buying past school, never to get them textbooks or teacher learning notes, or even to give them the right environment to study. Go to all the schools. We agree that there's overpopulation because the numbers that are entering the secondary school is huge. Of course, we should expect that our population is growing. And it's not through any fault of any of the schools. And I always cite my school, President Legon. Go there right now and see the numbers. The sheer numbers. When I was in secondary school, our year batch, we were only about 524 or 618 or something. But I don't remember the exact figure. Today, they are admitting in excess of 2,000, 3,000 for 1 year group. So by the time you get to the 3-year group, you're talking about 6,000 students, 7,000 students. With the same facility we left somewhere when I left school in 1999. And you have a government like the NPP today pontificating what it is. That's where we've gotten to. Then you hear this question about the Ghana only version of the WASSCE. When we were in school, the WASSCE that we used to write was in tandem with other Anglophone West African countries. And therefore, if you went to school in Ghana, you could easily branch off to a university in Nigeria or any of the English-speaking West African countries. Today, you don't have that. The questions that are set are only set for Ghanaian students. How much you have manipulated some of those processes just so that the students can pass. And then today they brought to us about somebody who was buying past questions without textbooks, without teaching and learning materials, without any proper schedule of how many months, how many weeks, and how many days the students are in the classroom. I'm so disappointed that they will even go along those lines. Because it's neither here nor there. Okay. The papers we are talking about, this exam was written in May, 18th of May. When did the NDC government take over? January?
It was actually written in August. May, GHS is in May. This one
no. They started writing practicals from May 18th.
Oh, you mean the practicals?
Yes. The exam started in May.
Okay. That's what they filled. Maths, do they do practicals?
He's saying generally.
No, maths.
You don't know anything about education on this matter, please. Don't talk about it. Don't.
Go ahead.
No, let's not go.
You don't even know what you're talking about because the people who wrote the maths, science students wrote maths and they did practicals. What are you talking about? What's your business? Please. When we say core subject, the core subject is written by all groups of students. The core subject he's talking about is written by all groups of students. And I'm saying that they started their exams in May.
That's fine. Go ahead.
I can even produce for you the timetable. You don't even have an idea of what you're talking about. Then we went further to the extent that the exams was written from May. So from May, the students were in an exam mood. There was no teaching and learning around that time because exams had started for many of them. Then you come and sit on TV and say that the NDC government is the reason why they have failed and the 200,000, it has never happened before and all that. Why? Because we did not allow cheating. In the last few months, you heard about how WASSCE was complaining about the levels of cheating in the exam rooms in some regions in this country. Lecturers, teachers were arrested, students were arrested, including collaborations with headmasters. Because we didn't allow that to happen, that's why we have failed. Now, did we not even have a system where people who failed in the exams are able to write again? Even in JHS at the time, we had a system where JHS students who could not pass well were able to write again and enter. You came to government in 8 years. You never implemented that. So students didn't even have an opportunity to write. There have even been complaints that people did not go through the JHS system and they were entering SHS. In fact, your own government, in trying to put together a so-called curriculum review, was saying that henceforth, we won't write exams at the JHS level. You just go through until SHS and write your exams. Have you forgotten about some of those proposals we were making? And so it is neither here nor there. The NPP government, while in government, always shrouded, everything about this was shrouded in secrecy.